Good evening, everyone, and welcome to somewhat of a monumental drinking bourbon with the married couple. I say this for a couple of reasons. Kara, what makes this a semi-monumental episode of our bourbon show?
The Steelers clinched the division.
All right, see, she's thinking football. I was thinking more like this is the last episode that we're going to do before we actually get married on Thursday.
Big deal.
Yeah. Anyway, let me get that off the screen there. But so we have a Steelers victory today, a Bears victory today as well.
Yeah.
Steelers are in the playoffs, AFC North champs. Bears win next week, they're in. So pretty cool stuff all the way around. So we got a like tradition. We got a new bottle. I feel very lucky to have found. I kind of went on a heater there last week. Found a couple of really good bottles. Just kind of like my sports gambling right now. I'm kind of hot right now. Not really. I'm about ready to lose this game. So anyway, so I found this little guy at Hy-Vee. If you can't see that, you should be able to. It is Henry McKenna, 10-year, straight up bad boy, Kentucky straight bottled and bond bourbon whiskey. So that means, of course, it is 100 proof. Little background here real quick that I know about this. 2018, my guy Fred Minnick, when he was out in San Francisco, he was, of course, one of the big tasters and big guys out there. They awarded this guy best bourbon whiskey, American whiskey. So it won a great award. So it got really hot. People started buying it. Because it used to be, from what I understand, about $30, 25, $30. Then in 2019, it won best whiskey in the world. Not United States. Not just the United States. We're talking the world. So it went from best bourbon, best American whiskey, to best whiskey in the world. So that's big time. So as you can imagine, it flew off the shelves at that time. I actually had never seen it in the store. I saw it. I got really excited. It's $50. It's not bad at all. So very excited. I've tried to let it air out a little bit here. Not a real fancy bottle at all, but just pretty basic there. It's got a weird looking $ sign right there. But let's get into the good stuff. America. Glug, 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 glug. That's a hefty pour for me. We're AFC North champs, excuse me.
I don't get as hefty of it. We will not win the division because of who that we don't speak of in this house. The other team.
Lord Voldemort's son.
Ugh.
Okay.
If you're Green Bay fans, you probably just can shut this off now.
All right, so the first thing I noticed about it is the color.
Yeah.
We just did a really good E.H. Taylor rye bottle, and it was very light in color. And speaking of that, going back to that, I would rate that bottle even higher now.
Got better.
It got so much. It's just like it's like a cherry explosion now. It is so good. It is. It's just weird how bourbon changes after a few days in the bottle. So after airing out. So let's get to the nose.
It's so light. Usually I have the big heavy cup.
Yeah. I smell some richness. I smell some caramel.
I mean, I
Got a little vapor. Got a little ethanol.
It does, yeah.
Got a little kick to it.
I smell cherry too here. I don't know why, but.
If I smell fruit, it definitely has a little light cherry smell to it.
Again, you know me, I don't know. They all smell, unless they're really sweet.
Right.
They all smell fairly
This
similar.
is, I mean, again, we probably shouldn't compare it to the rye whiskey that we had the other night, but it definitely has more of a sweetness smell than that did.
Yeah, vanilla. Your usuals.
Okay, I'd go sideways on
Yeah,
the smell.
I mean, unless it really.
Yeah. There haven't been very many of them, I think, from the nose. And we use the wide-rimmed glasses. We don't have the Glencairn glasses that we should probably get. We'll put it on the list. Maybe somebody will get one for us for the wedding on Thursday that she forgot to mention. She was focused on the Steelers. Oh, I smelled the cherry big time that
See,
time.
I told
Wow.
you.
As I said, you just keep going back. Keep going back. Well, you know what? Let's have a little tasty taste.
Okay,
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, good. Coach your.
Lovely.
It's good.
I don't ever really kind of like to judge on for like you about died after your first sip the other day on EH.
Yeah, but not as bad as Maker's Mark. That one.
Yeah, that's gotten better too. Smoothness for sure.
Yes. It does have a little bit of a punch to it, though.
I'll tell you
Especially the finish, more than it explodes on your tongue. Smoother up here, and then, but it's quite a finish, I think.
Yeah, I am.
For me.
The first thing that jumps out at me right now is balance. I think. I mean, I think in order to win a big award like this one did, you got to have the multifaceted taste, a little sweetness, a little spice, maybe floral for some people. But right now, I mean, the first thing that kind of jumps at me is cherry and then some sweetness.
Yeah, it's very smooth. It's a good sipping. It's a good sipper, I think, because it's not overly sweet and it's not super spicy. Although I think the finish is very, I don't know what
this
you call it.
This is a cold man's bourbon right here.
Yeah, it warms you up. I mean, it's
man.
still sitting in there. But it's very good. I mean, I think it's good.
Wow.
But it's almost like I have it stuck in there. Like, it's, I don't know how you describe it. It's good.
So, on the palate, I think sipping is the right frame. I mean, that's just, it's not too sweet. It's not too hot. It's not too, floral. It's not, and I know that, like, one of the things the other night we were sitting around and just kind of sipping on some things Christmas day night. And I had everybody smell one of the Elijah Craig barrel proofs that I was drinking, which is unbelievable. But you can really smell the leather. I know I've always made fun of people who have said that, but that is amazing stuff. And I don't smell that with this one. I don't really get this one at all.
Mm-mm. It's good. I think it's good. I think it's just a good sipper. It's very even. It's very even.
Give us a huge thumbs up.
It's very good. Mm-hmm.
How about you?
Yeah, I would give it a thumbs up. It is.
On the finish, I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up. I love that for a finish.
I'm going to give it a thumbs up, but I do feel kind of like it's stuck there. I'm not sure how else to describe it besides it's
okay. So
powerful.
now for our scoring system here, out of 10, I am going to rectify. I am going to go up to an 8.4 on the EH Taylor from earlier this week. I didn't do it justice, and I may do this with the Taylor too, because I'm obviously going to revisit this bottle later in the week. But I'm going to give it an 8.
Oh, and I'd probably give it a 7.5.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, it's very
Lower
good.
from Kara. Interesting. Maybe it's because she's a little tired and grumpy a little bit maybe tonight. No, I probably shouldn't have said that. What do you think?
Probably not a good idea.
Okay, so this might be our last show before it is officially the bourbon show for the married couple.
You hope after those comments.
Anyway, for $50, this is a knockout, but trust me, you gotta get lucky. There's no way you're gonna find it, but if you can, buy it in a hot second. Guys, cheers.
Cheers.
Let's ring in the new year.
Happy New Year.